step number 3, how to write a code for it? All of you?
Yes.
Yes.
And after that, plan, apply, destroy. That's all. Plan is like dry run. Apply is like doing the changes. And destroy means the destroying the resources which you created from this project now. So let me run it and plan. And here it is. Now guys, there is some error. So can you please fix it?
Did you do it, Nate?
There's some error. So
I think the AMI ID is wrong.
wrong? No, I think refresh the resource time must be providing at least one attribute access. I don't think so. I just copy paste. Let's one more time.
Did you specify like the secret key?
No, this is not a issues with the secret key.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it's invalid reference. The code is wrong. Code is wrong. So here, let me copy paste one more time. I think I need to look at it little carefully, but let me try one more time because I don't have a patience so much to look at this code at all. And let me paste it one more time. And okay, I think
You need to put that in double quotes.
yeah, you're correct. That is a mistake. I'm copying and pasting and ignoring that stuff. Plan. Okay, that was a mistake. So now, can you help me with this? This is a genuine problem. This is not a problem with the code, but I want you to find it out.
So how to provide the account information?
Correct. See here. Look at the image actually. Every time. See here. This is the you wrote a code for saying that hey, create one AWS instance. You send it to the Terraform, okay, and Terraform will send that code to the provider of AWS, and provider will make a request. But AWS is not a mad. So like if Terraform will request, they will create. There should be some access provided, right? Correct, no?
Are you referring to the access key and the secret key?
That's correct, 100% correct.
Okay.
AWS will not work without access, or for the sake of any tools will not work without access. Any API call will not make it without access, right access, correct?
Yes. Do you create a separate file for provider?
Yes. So the question is, how do you pass this access key? So guys, there are many ways are available. Many ways are available. Using that, you can pass the key. But I'm not complicating right now. You should do this, you should do that, you should store it in the vault, you should store it in the environment, you should store it in the hidden file. I'm not complicating all this. What I am all doing is very lazy work, and that is I'm embedding in the worst, I'm doing the worst practices, and I'm embedding in the provider file itself. Okay, so that's the worst practice. I'm agreeing with it. But I'm doing it. These are the methods which you can pass the authentications. But I'm not discussing right now. I am embedding in provider files only. I repeat, it's a worst practice. Still, I'm doing it. Why? Just because I don't want you to deviate from the important session. So this is the one, and this is the worst practice. But you should read this one. What? Here. See, how can you pass this provider information? Okay. So now what is your access? What is your secret key? So let me create it. So guys, go to the AWS, and go to IAM. Go to IAM. Okay. And I'm not teaching you right now. AWS is not a waste of time. And that's all. So oh, sorry, provider, right? Done. Save it. Plan. So guys, look at my screen. See here. Plan has said dry run. Hey, 1 resources will be created. 0 will be changed. 0 will be destroyed. That's agree. What to do now? Apply. This is the code, okay? Your instance will be tagged with hello world. And here they're saying, hey, do you want it? Yes. And go to AWS. And let's check it out. Mumbai region, okay, mind it. And here, hello world, here it is created. Look at this, hello world. All of you agree with me? All of you?
Okay.
Hello?
Yes.
So now what to do? I'm going to change a little bit of it. So think logic, guys. I'm going to change this. What you can change? So let's say if we change here, label, Ramu Kaka. So then you'll ask me, Rajesh, can I change AMI? Can I change instance type? No. Why no? You should ask. See here. Can I change here AWS? This one? Yes, I can change it. But can you go and change runtime, this CPU and RAM? Can you change it? Tell me, yes or no? Can you change runtime?
No.
No. So what will happen? Think simple, guys. If something can be changed, no reboot will be required. But something which cannot be changed during the runtime of that instance, what they will do? They will destroy this and then recreate the similar one. Understand logic? Are you getting my points?
Yes.
Yes, that's correct.
So Ramu Kaka can be modified. So I want to show you here. Guys, look at my screen plan. See here, please read this. One is changed, 0 to destroy, 0 to add. That means I'm not adding anything new. The existing one I'm changing. Okay, so if I do apply, it will be changed, not a destroy. Not a destroy. And you see, yes. And refresh. Here, Ramu Kaka. Now, let's say if you change the type itself, let me change this. So here you have a T2, T3, T3 micro. Can I make it? Can I make it T2 micro? And you see that plan. And here you see that. Oh, here also is change. T2 micro is taking change in fact. That means you can change it. Let me check this here. I probably forgot this. Where is that? I don't think so. Let me try first. Copy this instance setting. Change, it's disabled. So I'm not sure how come it is showing change here. Logically it should not. Okay, so just again, I will run it rather than getting confused. So let's copy this here and we'll see that what changes has happened. So here, this is the instance ID and I am going to apply. Okay, and we'll see the changes because theoretically it's not allowing me to change by AWS. So how can this guy is detecting? So I'll just check this and modifying instance ID. I have noted down here 92. Let's wait for it. And so let me see. Refresh. Okay, I got it. So basically they're doing the same thing. They are doing stopping it and then changing it. That's possible. They're stopping it and then changing that. That's possible. The same thing they are doing. So here it's considered to be changed. Yes. So, but something which cannot be changed, then what they will do, they will destroy the first and then they will add. So that all depends on your API resources, that means provider. So here you see that here Ramu Kaka, which has been stopped. Now if you refresh, Ramu Kaka now is pending. You see here, Ramu Kaka is pending. That means started. See here. Now Ramu Kaka is still pending. Just wait for it. Take some time to change the instance type. And here still pending. So it will be done. I know that you can stop and change the type. That's possible, and that's what Terraform has done. And now it has been done. You see that one change has happened. Now refresh it and see that Ramu Kaka now it's running bottom section. Are you able to see that?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Finally, the last stage of this option, and that is called destroy. Before that, I would like to remind you.
Rajesh,
Yeah.
one quick question. So, how the program will be different if we want to add another instance on top of the existing instance?
That's a very good question. So what you're going to do? One more instance, one more resource declaration. But here, this name cannot be same. So this is the resource name for Terraform. I repeat, this is the resource name for Terraform. So this cannot be same. If you can keep it the same, you will get an error. What error? Let me show you rather than talking. So here, AWS, DUP, and here, one more resources, and the same name, mind it, and plan. See that error. Please this, read this.
Okay.
So what do you need to
Create a
do?
group?
You should do this, and now you can see that here. So only one I'm adding, one is already added. There's some problem here. What is that? Okay, it should be name actually. Sorry. Weba, and here. What is this?
No, you have to change the name from Hello World to something different, no?
No, that's not. Just a second. Hold on. I'm making a mistake. Something. Same mistake which I had last time.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
This one. I'm not reading that error. So that is bad. That's the problem. And here it is. See here. I wanted to create it. I had a two resource declaration, but only one is adding. Why? Because that is already done. So that's called IDOM important functionality. So now I'll discuss about that one. So coming back to things, guys, do you remember I said, see here, you are the person, you write a code in the Terraform file, you send to the Terraform send to the provider send to the AWS perform that activity, and then output is stored in a state file. Do you remember that? All of you. Hello? Do you remember that?
Yes.
Yes. So if you remember that, please remember this file also. That's your state file. You should not touch. And that's the 1 second backup of it. You should not touch. Why? Because this file is managed by Terraform, and it's a JSON file, guys. Whatever the response of Terraform, whether it's success, failure, or whatever it is stored here. So Terraform use this file for managing the response from the provider means platform, and which has been created. So now if you look at this, I had created one instance, and that instance ID here, you can see that this instance ID. Can I search in this? Can I search in this? So here, more Terraform and grep, and see here. And I named with the resource name, which is a web, See here. So web, can I search for it? So grep web, see here. So everything, whatever the response you got it from the Terraform for that particular resource specification, the response is here. So from here, you can see that. In fact, you can see that. I'm not complicating too much, but you can see that. But these are the resources you created. So you see that this instance ID and whatever the options you can see here. Okay, all this option has come from the AWS response code from AWS. So it's stored in the state file. Now, guys, state file you understood that. So response is stored in this. Now you know what? Next time when you run, so please mind it. It's important topic. Next time when you run this state, this is your desire. I should have a little bit. So this is your desire. This is your desire, and this is your real. State file is a real. Real means what you have in infrastructure. And the Terraform is your desire. If it is matching, everything's okay. There's a zero changes, zero add. And if your desire is something else and which is not matching in the infrastructure, it may have a change or addition or destruction resources. Are you getting this concept? That's called IDOM potent. All of you?
Yeah, so got it actually. So right now I have very good idea about Terraform. So one question I have actually, uh, so we do the configuration right manually on the AWS EC2 instance creation and all, and here we do it from Terraform. So what is the
That's it.
benefit, out of this Terraform here we are getting? Just try to understand this. I want to understand that. The process I understood very properly. Thanks for the clear and simple explanation. Just
Yeah. So
I want to
if you know that benefit is only one Terraform code which will work for all the providers. I repeat, all. No, you don't need to write a separate code for this. Azure, AWS, Google, Kubernetes, this, that, which I showed you. For everything, you have to write only one Terraform code, and you can do everything from one Terraform code. That's the advantage. So you are writing a code for infrastructure which has hundreds of tools using Terraform. That's the advantage. Everything
okay,
has been written.
it is like an infrastructure configuration, right? By writing the code in the Terraform, right?
Correct. I'll put it in different way. I'll say, hey, you have a production server. Think about it. You have a production server. Hundreds of EC2, EBS, S3, block storage, network storage, EFS, load balancers, gateway, security, VPC, this route tables. All this has been created. If someone asks you, someone joins a new in your team, then they will say, hey, can you give me the KT for creating all this infrastructure, or explain me what are the components we have? So now you have to go through this all and each and everything, and you have to give a very lengthy sessions for it. Now let's say if he knows the Terraform or she knows the Terraform, and you also use the Terraform for it, just share the code and saying that, hey, listen, this is the Terraform code, and just go through that. This is what we are doing. This is what we are doing. Are you understand?
Yes.
Yes.
Simple. Now see, the same code, I repeat, same code you will run in the development environment. Wonderful. You got it, infrastructure created within 5 minutes. Same code you run in the queue environment, you got infrastructure created in 5 minutes. Same code you can run in the productions also. and you got the infrastructure created in 5 minutes. You want to update development environment, apply. You want to update QA environment, change the code and apply. You want to change the production environment, change the Terraform code and apply. You want to destroy it. Let's say you don't need those infrastructure anymore. Terraform destroy. That's all. So easy, right? Don't you think so?
Yes, I do have a question though.
Yes.
Yeah, so does the same apply when you create a group?
Same file.
Yes, do those same implementations apply when you create a group? For example, you can make changes within the group.
Group means, sorry, I couldn't get it.
Like a Terraform group. So referencing different instances where you can make changes. And that can also be applied to the environments. So you can have a group that references the staging environment, one for the development environment and production environment.
Okay. I got it. Yes. I got confused with the group because there's no keyword in the group, Terraform in group. But are you talking about working as a team with the Terraform code?
Yes, more or less.
Yes. Let me talk about this. That's a very great question. Okay, but before that, you know what? I will show you the destroy also. So let me show you this. That's all. One command. And see, imagine you have created hundreds and hundreds of resources on a tens of provider for your infrastructure, and one command will do all the magic: destruction, creation, and updation. So if you ask me advantage, just visualize this: how much time it will take if you manually create it, and how much time it will take if you run different platform. AWS is different way, or different platform is different way. Are you understanding all of it?
I do.
Okay. One question, Rajesh here. So let's say we're having maybe like n number of instances, and we just want to destroy maybe one or two. So that is something we can just remove that resource portion of that particular code. Will that work?
Okay, that's also a very good question. Actually, you guys are thinking very good scenarios, and I should explain you in a right way. Okay, so first question, please remind me. Let me discuss first question. Okay, the first question asks someone, can we work as a group? Okay, so the first question is, understand this way. Understand this way. First question. This is you, and this is your Terraform program, TF program. This is sent to the Terraform. Terraform sent to the provider. Provider sent to the multiple providers. Depends on whatever it is. Okay. Multiple provider. So this is the AWS, let's say Azure, and this is a Google Cloud, Kubernetes, and also. Now the response, whichever has been created from this code, stored in the state file. Agree with me?
Yeah.
Now logic, think architecture. See, this is the one guy. If he has run this code, it has created all these resources here and stored. The response is stored in the state file. Now same thing. This will be done by a different guy. Actually, you are duplicating the resources. So you'll have your own state file. Why? Because this guy, when this guy run the Terraform, what resources has been created or not, there is no state file for him. There's no state file for him. So in that case, for him, this all resources has to be created newly. Are you understanding? So he will run Terraform code, same code, send to Terraform provider and all this, and he will again get a state file. Now there is a problem. This guy is also creating a infrastructure. This guy is also creating a duplicate infrastructure, but they wanted to have only one infrastructure. And I believe that's the question, correct? Correct? Hello? I'm audible?
Yes. I believe what he was referencing, in case, let's say we actually creating a loop and we are creating multiple instances, and we want to actually delete some of the instances. For example, we use
one by one. So what we need to do, we need to do, you know what, this team and this team should store the state file in some different location, common locations. See here. So there will not be any state file here locally stored in this guy machine and this guy somewhere else. So what will be advantage? See here. So this guy make the changes here and create all the infrastructure here, and then store update happen this state file. Now this guy, whatever the changes will happen, it will also match with the state file and then create an infrastructure like that. Okay, so this way, this concept we call it in Terraform backend. Will you remember this? Backend. Backend. This is the one. Okay, so backend basically is a way to store the file at the remote locations, which can be accessed by different teams. So you can this guy and this guy is a part of one team, and they are using one code. A state file will be at some remote location and only one state file. So this work you can work as a group. Now I think you had some different questions. So first, before this, you understand this concept or not? All of you?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what was your next question?
Rajesh, basically you are saying that the users can define their own working directory, working folder, right? And
No,
by
no.
that they can
User can define where the Terraform file, sorry, where the state file location can be. By
okay.
default, it's local directory, it's current directory, which is here. But in the Terraform, you can say backend specification. Here, backend specifications. Let me show you. Let's say if you use the backend configurations, see here. You can use saying that, hey, I'm using backend different locations, remote locations. So you can do that. State file will be stored at that location, like S3 and all. It can be common locations.
And also,
Okay.
Also it can be saved in your repository.
No, that will be not stored in the repository. That will be stored there only.
Okay.
Yeah. What was the next question? I think there was few more questions.
Yeah, my question was that maybe out of n number of instances, how we can selectively destroy maybe few one or two or maybe n-1 instances.
Okay, so see here, a little bit of concept you have to understand. What you are wanting here, this is the desire. Okay, one resources, two resources, three resources, four resources, five resources, six resources. This is what you want. And this desire, you send it to one go to the provider. And this is what you get it. Now, what you are saying here, Rajesh, I want only this to be destroyed, this to be added. Correct?
Right.
So do one thing. No, don't desire that. Simple. That's a very odd approach. Don't desire that. So, or create whatever you create. You want to create it. Okay, understand that. There are multiple approaches, but I want to give you very odd answer for it.
No, my question is slightly different. So what if, let's say, after 2 months we want to basically decommission a particular application and destroy all the resources associated with that? So in that case, what we are supposed to do?
So if you want to destroy everything, then you just run the Terraform destroy. If you want to destroy only one specific resources, there is a way to destroy, and that options is a parameter hidden in. Just a second, hold on. So Ansible, sorry, Terraform and -h option. I must tell you. Terraform destroy -h and where is that? Just a second, hold on. Okay, I'm easily not getting, but I'll show you that my blog just.
Hello everyone, if you would like to access the remaining videos of this playlist of 50 plus more tools which are coming under Devops, DevSecOps, SRE, DataOps, GitOps, etc. Kindly become our channel members by clicking on the joining button. You would have access to 100s of playlists and 1000s of videos lifetime access with this membership. Enjoy.
Thanks for watching. Want to study further? Join our training programs today.